you. Yes. All right. Well, Coach, congratulations, regular season and tournament champions this year for the first time in program history. What are your thoughts about the game and the season to date?
Well, about the game, I mean, I thought that was a really good college hockey game. I mean, first period is back and forth. I felt both teams were just kind of, we just played each other, but I still felt it was like feeling each other out. Like, what's this game going to be like? And kind of tight check. I don't think there were a lot of chances that first period, but getting the goal to get the lead was great. And then we came out in the second period, and it's as good a stretch that we played in a long time, that second period. And you had a 2-0 lead. I thought it was really unfortunate. It was a call that called back that third goal. It happened. There's nothing we can do about it. But we kind of get back on our heels. Mercier's got the momentum and got that goal. So but still at the same time we just kept battling, and I thought both teams were playing hard. The refs were letting everybody play. Sometimes you feel to a detriment, and other times you get a break. So but they let the kids play. It was a hard fought game, and then back and forth and into the overtime. And it's one shot. We know from yesterday, and you just have to persevere. And I think for us, it's just keep going after them, and we didn't have to change anything. So, but I think to finish your question there, Sue, I mean, from start to finish, we have a pretty challenging first semester, with new kids playing prominent roles. I just think that it took us a while to get into a real good sync, so to speak, where we were playing with our systems and the kids were trusting one another. And we've been pretty good the second half. We've been really good. That one game at Mercyhurst we'll forget about, but other than that, we've been really solid. And I really do feel that it's not just the seniors in our fifth years, but the upperclassmen have had great leadership in keeping everybody on the same page, which is hard to do with 20 or 21 young women, keeping everybody on the same page and focused, and they were. And kudos to our upperclassmen. They did, and captains, they did a great job, just by leading on and off the ice. And I have felt here in these last few weeks that you could feel it in the locker room that we're going to pull this out. We're going to do good things, and because you do get a feeling, and it's something you can't grab it, but you can feel it and you can sense it. And these kids have done a great job of that. So kudos to them. So, you know what, to win the league and win the championship, but it's so special to win it here in front of our fans, and that was awesome. So I'm really proud of our kids and really happy for them. And this has been awesome experience. So been doing this a long time. This never gets old. It never gets old. I keep getting old, but this never gets old. And so it's been a lot of fun.
And you just touched on it briefly, but talk about the fans today.
Oh, you were awesome. They were awesome. I mean, it's great to see. And I think it's one of the things when we, you hear we're going to host, and kind of how are we going to do that in a smaller facility, and whether it's the size of our facility, parking, just everything. But kudos to Syracuse University and the rink people and everyone that just puts so much work into making this tournament go. And that's something that doesn't show up anywhere. It goes unseen, but everyone did a fabulous job and pulled this off, because it wasn't easy. But to be able to play here in front of our fans yesterday and today, it was awesome. And we haven't had enough of that where you feel like the roof's going to just pop off. And I think playing games like this in smaller venues in our sport is awesome. Rather than being, let's say we were downtown at the War Memorial, 6,000 seat rink, it's just not the same. And to play in your own barn with a crowd like that, it was awesome. It's something these kids I won't forget it, and they won't either. So.
Any questions on
that? You're saying in the first period, you guys were trying to feel each other out. When did you think there was a turn when you guys started to take the lead? Do you guys think just puck control improved and whatnot?
Well, I think it was still we were ahead 1-0, but I still think once we got right off the opening face-off the second period, I thought, wow, we're just we say a lot like don't let them out of that zone because it's a tough change, and our kids didn't. And we were changing sometimes, and their tired players stayed on, and we get so much momentum. And you get second goal, and then we thought we had the third goal. And I'm convinced if we had that third goal, we would have gotten a fourth. We were playing so well. We didn't. It ended up we didn't need it. But so that's when it turned on a dime and started the second period. We just were going after it. And as much as it quickly changed once, they disallow the goal, some things happen and they come down and they make it 2-1 and we get back on our heels. And then it settled in to be just a back and forth game. And let's face it, it's overtime. Third period and overtime, sometimes it's a break here, a break there, bounce here, bounce there. And today we got it and we earned it.
And especially to start overtime as well. Ariel seemed like she made a lot of key saves
Yeah.
just to start because you guys weren't getting some shots early on. Just talking about just her performance, especially and the extra time.
Well, she did a great job just settling everybody down. There's nothing better than a big save just to settle you down, because typically it's somebody maybe has coughed it up or missed an assignment and just make we left somebody all alone on the left side there. She made a great save. And then we just stopping the puck behind the net and managing the puck and working with our defensemen was really important. So it just helps so much. And with kids with just having their confidence. And, I know on the bench it drives you because, you take a deep breath and it just calms everybody down, us on the bench and the players on the ice. And, and it gave us an opportunity to go to the other end. So.
Sam Warren, Daily Orange. What can you say about the play of your depth players today? And, given their relative youth, how have you seen them mature over the years, over the season and, ultimately be the difference in winning this game today?
Our depth players?
Yeah. Like your second, your third ones.
Yeah. Well, I think we have a lot of depth, and that's something we've been talking about, in terms of we were able to play 3 lines. Back on the blue line, we just rolled 4 for the most part after the first period. But, it's something that you have to develop as the year goes on. And whether it's, the third line with, second line with Marchie's on that second line center as a freshman. Okay. And then you've got Maddie, a third line center, and just doing a really good job down the middle was so critical because we're looking at face-offs after each period. And we slowly got better and better. And I haven't seen the final stats, but Marchie after 3 periods was way up in terms of her percentage of winning face-offs. So yeah, she was 16-11. So, but having those 2 key people, and I know Maddie did a great job too as well. Yeah, she was 54%. So that's critical because we count on Lauren so much as our top center to keep winning those draws. And with those 2 just really coming through, because we were kind of behind after the first period, but that's puck possession, that's getting the puck out of the zone. So your depth starts there, and then whether it's our wingers, Sarah Thompson and Rayla doing a great job on the wing and Tatum. So some of our younger players, our first and second year players did a really good job. So, but that's something as time goes on and they learn how to make those little plays that make a difference, getting the puck out of the zone or getting the puck deep. And it's an area we still have to work on because it's a tough part of the game, but those kids came through and did a good job.
Going off of Sarah's performance, kind of what can you walk me through those final minutes and that final goal, and kind of what can you say about Sarah's performance and ability to come up to the club?
Well, she was Johnny on the spot. It's something we've been talking about, getting the puck into the goaltender, and just looking for rebounds, just bang one home, just be there. And so she jumped on it and was there. And it's all helter skelter on the bench. You're changing lines. And especially then you're really shortening the shifts. And so they had just gotten out there. And, I didn't see it as clear as I guess I wish I had seen it. But all I saw was like a flash and it was over. But she was in the right place at the right time. That's all you can ask for. Okay.
Chile, last question.
Chillicothe, LA, such as TV. You talked about you seeing a flash when that final goal goes in. Can you kind of expand on your initial emotion as Sarah Thompson puts away the game winner in overtime?
I don't know. I hugged Brendan. I don't think I've ever hugged Brendan. Maybe 3 years ago I did. I don't know. But he was right next to me. We just kind of jumped into each other's arms, and then Claudia because the players were all on the ice. I think I went and hugged Rodney. I don't know. But that's your reaction, is because overtime, that's what's so special about overtime. It's just a flash. It's over, and the kids are over the bench. They can never get over the boards that fast if you ask them to during the game. But everyone was there, but it's so exciting. and we've had our share over the years of overtime defeats, and it's really tough. And we've stood out there on the blue line, and we've had to do that. It's really tough. And to win it in OT like that, it's just so much fun. It's pretty dramatic.
We put up the video of the game-winning goal on Twitter. Since that time, we've had Brett Axe, Chris Carlson from Syracuse.com retweeting that, trying to generate buzz. What does this win mean for the future of this program?
Well, I hope more than anything, getting the crowd here and people involved and all the notoriety in the news media this past week. The focus has been on the tournament here. We're hosting, how we won the league, and that's to raise our profile and bring notoriety to our program and our sport. Is awesome, because we understand is there a basketball game tonight? I think, yeah. I know I was watching our men's lacrosse team, and I know our women are at playing at Notre Dame, and I think to just kind of slowly maybe sort of get on the same page, and it's important for not only our players, our upperclassmen, for our kids moving forward, and so I really thinking it's way overdue, and I think Sue Edson right here for a lot of what she's done. And she's been so professional the last couple of years in helping us out, promoting our program. And I know our kids are very, very pleased with everything that Sue has done, and her daughter Tracy, who's helped. We've got a person on the inside, so we have a student that works with us too. So, but that's and it helps make you feel proud of being part of our athletic department in our university.
Last question, Henry.
This group, Abby, Lauren, Digi, they've been around for 4 to 5 years now, and they've won now 2 CHA championships. And your time as coach, what has made this group, specifically them, different from everyone else in the program?
Well, I think that this group of kids that just have shown since they got here, since they arrived, with Lauren and Abby in that class, and Shelby, they've just done a great job, and Marielle's in that class, and but they've just done a great job since day one, with Digi and Allison and Victoria. No, she's not here. I'm looking over there. Being our 5th years, getting the 5th years to be able to combine and have one big, super senior class has been pretty special. And they really melded so well together. So yeah, so it's been, finally, we have a team that's won a couple, because we've not had that. So hopefully they're handing it down to players like Tommy, who's a younger player, in terms of, so they can carry the torch as well, because we've got a great group of kids that are gonna be moving on. These kids are learning what it's all about. It's all these traits are handed down. Ariel knows she was with a team last year that won a championship against us, 1-0, but she's so. Pretty good free agent pickup, right? But she knows too, but there's someone that came from another program that knows what it takes. And it's all the little things that the kids do behind the scenes that all adds up to ultimately you got a championship team.
Coach, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
We'll have